You are listening to the adventures of Battenberg and Schnepps, The Final Slice, Part 2. With half the country gathering at Trafalgar Square, and Schnepps nowhere to be found, our illustrious hero Hans Battenberg has been called to meet the Prime Minister at 10 Downing Street to discuss the crisis.
Hello, this is BBC Brunch. The headlines at 10 o'clock. Millions of people are converging on the capital for no apparent reason. Our reporters in the field managed to obtain interviews with a couple of the participants, all of whom complained of bizarre nightmares and a strong desire to eat cheese. Police had to be called in to redirect traffic after a group of Somerset farmers rolled 10-ton cheeses down the mall, causing Prince Philip to faint from the smell.
Thank goodness you've come. It's so damn quiet around here. Listen.
I can't hear anything. It is very quiet. You would never imagine that this was the center of British power.
Nobody's turned up to work today. Not a single paparazzo on the street. I feel so damn lonely. What on earth is going on, Battenberg?
What do you mean?
Well, as I was telling you, the whole nation seems to have gone cheese mad and into an uprising at the same time. How can these possibly be connected?
I'm surprised that you're not marching, given your devotion to curdled dairy products.
Well, I'd still be using tons of the stuff daily if it wasn't for the fact that the Deputy Prime Minister and his staff get up before me and finish the whole lot before I have the chance.
And have you been having any nightmares recently?
Surprisingly, no.
Ha-ha! I have it!
What? Cheese? Can I have some?
No. I have established a clear statistical and causal link between cheese consumption and weird nightmares. The hallucinogens must be at work.
More so than the rest of the country, Battenberg. What do we do about this popular uprising?
We need to find out where the hallucinogens are coming from. Is there anyone in your close circle who has access to the cheese board?
I might.
Ah, Deputy PM, you're back. Where were you?
I was at a secret and highly illicit meeting of the cheese board. Oh, damn, I shouldn't have said that.
Looks like you're our man.
It is imperative, Mr. Deputy PM, that we gain access to the cheese board and find out what the hell is going on.
Why should I? An ardent cheese hater like you could sabotage the whole thing.
What whole thing, Deputy PM?
Oh, nothing. Mr. Dale, head of the cheese board, is just going to do a little talk in Trafalgar Square later. I think he's just trying to popularise the lesser-known varieties, which our nation has hitherto overlooked.
Well, that's a very awkward way of doing it. Can you get me inside?
Well, I suppose.
Excellent.
But we must move quickly. The speech is at 12 o'clock. It's now 10:05. So it's less than 2 hours. Just about.
Let's go.
No wonder these quangos cost so much. These offices are even bigger than mine.
It is extraordinary. 500 miles of wall-to-wall cheese, perfectly preserved and labelled alphabetically.
Makes your mouth water.
Quiet, Mr. Deputy PM. How much further to the central office?
A couple of kilometres.
Isn't there a cricket route?
Only if we go through the lab. This way.
Schnepps! What are you doing in here?
Ah, hey doctor, glad you could make it. I'm now a major scientist in my own right.
Why? What have you invented?
I have perfected a unique machine which enables its users to share each other's nightmares on a strictly consensual basis. Mind you, there is nothing to stop this kind of technology falling into the wrong hands.
You built all of this in the course of one night?
It was hard work. I've been slaving away all night. Thankfully, the groundwork in this field has already been laid.
By whom?
Me?
Ah, Mr. Dale, Chief Executive Officer of the Cheese Board and the unofficial keeper of the biscuit barrel.
I'm so glad you're here. It saves me the job of catching you later, so to speak.
So you are the one who was slipping all those hallucinogens into the cheese?
Not just me, a whole network of cheesemongers all over the country. For too long we have been dismissed as a byproduct of the milk industry, relegated to the fillings of sandwiches and being grated on soups. And now, in the greatest of snubs, our very own Prime Minister is going to shut down the most important government body in the country.
But Wesley, you have to understand.
No, Mr. PM. It is you who do not understand. We have little time, so allow me to explain while you slumber. Schnepps to Nightmare Mark 1.
What?
My brilliant scientist has come up with a machine which allows us to communicate in other people's dreams.
Nightmares?
Dreams, Schnepp, in a far more sophisticated way than cheese alone. I plan to debut this machine later on, but a little test before the rally won't hurt. We shall all step into the machine and let things take their course.
Why do you expect me to go in?
Imagine access to every cheese known to man. This is what you'll find inside.
Whoa!
That's good enough for me.
This means I'll have a chance to sleep at last.
But why do you expect me to enter? I hate cheese. I have always hated cheese.
Ah, Battenberg. Schnepps told me so much about you. Surely you can't resist the lure of a new scientific breakthrough.
Well, you have me there.
Everyone into the machine! Ah, Cheshire. A very good place to start.
It's lovely scenery, but why are we here?
Just imagine, Prime Minister, if you could control the dreams of the British people, think how many elections you could win. Think of the opinion polls, the landslides, the rapturous reception of your speeches, millions downing tools to listen to you on a daily basis.
Well, that does sound tempting.
But you promised all this to me, Mr. Dale.
Did I? Well, I have greater plans for you. How does President of Europe sound?
Good enough.
Schnepps, how could you develop such a machine for this infernal man? He is using this machine to warp the minds of the ruling classes as we even speak.
I thought he was just going to use it to market cheese to people while they slept. I never thought there was anything sinister about it.
You mean that you prefer working for this man?
Well, he works me very hard, and the pay is non-existent. And he doesn't allow me to sleep on the grounds that too much cheese advertising is bad for scientific work. But he respects my intelligence, and I feel like I'm part of a team rather than just a servant.
So none of our adventures mean anything to you?
I don't want to talk about it.
Ah! Get that cat out of here. Let's go down to the next level of the dream.
Where are we now, Mr. Dale?
We are safe in the heart of Wales. Better tread carefully.
Tell us more about your plan.
Well, the cheese-loving masses have been churned up into a trance. They're ready and waiting in Trafalgar Square to obey my every command. I mean your every command, Prime Minister. Imagine an end to parmesan politics. I mean partisan politics, of course.
I don't believe it. No more pandering to the masses required.
Yes, or to the pandas, for that matter.
Schnepps, I beg you to reconsider. You heard what he said. This madman is mad. With power.
Is he a mental?
A mental? No, he's worse than that. We have to stop him taking over the world. But I need your help.
You've never needed me. You took all the glory for your inventions, leaving me to sweep up the crumbs and sleep in the cupboard.
That was only a temporary measure.
It lasted for 20 years.
Please give me another chance. At least think about it.
Okay, but no promises.
I didn't design the dream with those in mind. Perhaps we should move on before they charge us. Down we go. Ah, gentlemen, welcome to Cheddar Gorge.
When do we get the cheese?
Soon, gentlemen, soon. First, I need to know where your loyalties truly lie. Do you wish to go forward with this plan?
What do you get out of it, Mr. Dale?
Nothing. Only the preservation and elevation of the cheese board from a simple quango to the office of Treasury. I will be the Chancellor of the Exchequer to this world of dream-related government.
That sounds like a lot of power to be trusting to an unelected official.
Elections? Where we're going, we won't need elections.
Not so fast, Mr. Dale. There is a hole in your reasoning.
Like Swiss cheese?
No. Mr. Dale is forgetting one very important thing. Not everybody likes cheese. As long as certain people are not under your spell, you cannot completely control this nation.
We have ways of making you like cheese.
Schnepps, please don't do this. Put down the cheese string.
Persuade me.
All right. I promise that if we get out of this dream alive, I will give you full run of the lab and joint patents on all future inventions. All right, I'll even let you out of the house on a lead from time to time.
That's very good, you, Herr Doctor. It's a deal. Hands up, Wesley Dell.
Ye damn you, Schnepps. You chatter right away when you had the chance. Now I shall ensure that you never leave this dream, you evil double Gloucester.
Enough of the cheesy puns! I cannot bear it! Ah!
Curse, why do I keep falling into this river? I am taking the Prime Minister and his deputy to the deepest level of the dream. I shall leave you here, and when I wake up, you'll be little more than a distant memory. Ha 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 ha! Goodbye, Battenberg and Schnepps.
Looks like we failed, Herr Doctor. If the water keeps rising, we'll never get out of here.
There must be another way down.
Hey, every level so far has been a nightmare. Have you not seen?
Seen what?
Every level we've been in, something odd has intervened to turn the dream into a nightmare. Cats, sheep, rising water, they're all figments of Wesley Dell's imagination.
I don't see how this is helping us, Schnepps.
Don't you see? There are bad memories which keep breaking into his subconscious. You have to follow him down to his biggest fear and implant a memory that will change everything.
Of course! Why didn't I think of that? All we have to do is to find a way into the final dream. Schnepps, what happens if you die in a dream?
Wake up in the next part of the dream. At least I do.
In that case, drown.
Right? Where are we?
We appear to be in some kind of school in Wensleydale.
How do you know?
There's a plaque on top of the blackboard. And look, there is the PM sitting 2 rows in front, and his deputy is just behind.
So, where's Wesley Dell?
Right, quiet boys. Let's see who's here. Arthur Agglethorpe.
Yep.
Kieran Ainsley. Michael Ball.
Yep.
Samuel Butterworth.
Yeah.
Fred Claptrap. Yes. Simon Clitheroe.
Ahoy!
David Cronstein. Wesley Dale. Where are you, Wesley Dale? Here I am. Sorry I'm late. Wensleydale, see me afterwards for detention. The name's Wensleydale, sir. Double detention for talking back in class.
Why has he ended up at school age?
This must be where it all started. A recurring nightmare from childhood.
You mean everything he does since then, the cheese board, the dream machine, the world domination plans, stems from the fact that children made fun of his name when he was at school? He had it easy compared to me, and I turned out all right.
Apart from your tendency to lock people up in cupboards.
Fair point. So, by that logic, if they convince him that he is not Wesley Dale, he won't have such a morbid obsession with cheese, and everything else will fall into place.
But how will we do that?
We have to take him to a different childhood memory and convince him that he is someone else. I have it! Schnepps, is there a way of taking us into my childhood memory right here, right now?
It's highly risky, but worth a try.
How do I do it?
The best way is for you to take Wesley Dale's failsafe away and lead him into a dream of your choosing.
What is his failsafe?
He has a ring on his finger. Twist it, and you'll go where you please.
So that would take us into a nightmare, within a nightmare, within a nightmare, within a nightmare, within a nightmare.
Yes.
Right, pass me that cane and mortarboard. I'll take it from here, Henry.
I know.
Mr. Dale, you know perfectly well that this school does not tolerate jewelry. Hand over that ring.
But I need this ring ring, sir. It's a family heirloom,
Wensleydale! Wensleydale! Teacher Cottage there!
Well, all right.
Good. Schnapps, you stay here. Mr. Dale, come with me.
What's happened to the classroom?
Herr Battenberg, be quiet. And stop doodling on the desk.
What, me?
Yes, you. I do not intend for my brightest pupil to waste his time with tittle-tattle. If you don't do as you're told, you'll end up as nothing more than a cheesemonger. Or worse still, a cheesemaker.
What are you talking about?
I know you desire to be a great scientist and gallivant around the world attending cocktail parties and solving mysteries. But if you want to be the greatest scientist who ever lived, you must get your head down now and stay away from cheese, Battenberg.
This doesn't seem right. My name is Wensleydale.
Have you been having those dreams again? You know full well your name is Hans Battenberg.
Right. I am Hans Battenberg, and I must work.
There's a good boy. I did it, Schnapps! I successfully convinced him that he is me! Now we must get home. We haven't got much time.
Right. All we need to do is twist the ring the other way, and we'll ride back up through all the levels and finally awake.
Everybody hold on.
Is this real?
What time is it?
It's 10 to 12. Ah, it's good to see you, Mr...
Battenberg. Dr. Hans Battenberg of Ascherberg.
I think that now is a good time to go home.
Was I supposed to do something today?
But what about your dastardly plan of taking over the nation via hallucinogenic cheese?
I hate cheese. What the devil are you talking about?
Goodbye, President of Europe.
Goodbye, third term in office.
But what shall we do about the crowds of people in Trafalgar Square?
Let them eat cheese cake.
And what about Mr. Dale? I mean, Herr Battenberg Mark II.
Let him come home with us. He can fix the time machine.
Well, I guess we should be thanking you, Herr Doctor. At least you've stopped us all from having nightmares, unless this is a dream.
Nah, not a chance.
That was The Adventures of Battenberg and Schnepps, a recorded program written and performed by Sebastian Evans, Alex Hutton, Daniel Mumby, and Thomas Wales. Recorded and written on location at Oakley Studios, Burley and Wharfdale. Music and production by Thomas Wales. This was a 3-man on a blog production with thanks to Lionheart Radio in 2010. Or was it?